Hey guys, welcome back to Chef Monica's Kitchen. Today we are making the bum diggity bread pudding.
What?
The bum diggity bread pudding. Don't know where I came up with that name, but it was impromptu, so I'm going with it. It's the bum diggity because it's got dark chocolate, Grand Marnier, orange flavored liqueur, and almonds in it.
And croissants.
And croissant. Oh, I forgot about that part. It's a croissant bread pudding. That's why it's bomb diggity. Okay, so first things first, I have a 9x13 pan, Pyrex, and these are croissants. They're probably like a couple day old, just so that they're just slightly dried out. You don't need to be, like crouton, but you want them to be slightly dried out so that they can absorb all that liquid. And I just sort of roughly tore them into about 1-inch pieces and put them in the pan, okay? You can do store-bought. I don't expect you to make croissants from scratch just to make the bread pudding. The whole point of bread pudding is to use up stale bread, okay? Stale croissant, just makes it that much better. It means that you have less butter to use in it because it's already built into the dish, right? Okay, so I've got 6 beautiful farm fresh eggs, and you can tell they're farm fresh by the color of those yolks. To that, I shall add 1 cup of our granulated sugar, which is the organic sugar. And this will roughly feed, I'm gonna say 8 hungry people, or you can maybe extend it out to 10 if you're not that much of a sweet tooth. Or if you're Jeff, then he gets the whole pan. Just kidding. Half at a time,
half at a time.
Half at a time, half a pan at a time. Okay, so to the egg and sugar mixture, I'm going to do a little bit of vanilla extract, about a teaspoon of almond extract, about 2 teaspoons or so of our either just plain cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice. This one's pumpkin pie spice. Keep it jiggling. Okay, and then you know me and my adoration for orange blossom water. So about a tablespoon of orange blossom water. If you don't have it, don't use it. Or you could also do a little bit of orange extract. They do sell orange extract, which would be perfect. You could use a little orange zest or just a tiny bit of orange juice. That's fine. The only reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to be using the Grand Marnier, so I want to accentuate that flavor. I've got 2 cups of milk, whole milk, 1 cup of heavy cream. Make sure it's the real deal. None of this light crap. Who needs
light? Heavy cream. Kind of a contradiction, isn't it?
Well, they do sell light whipping cream, and they sell heavy whipping cream. Just make sure you get the heavy one, not the light one. We don't need emaciated whipping cream. I mean, who needs that, right? And then our Grand Marnier. You could measure this. It's going to be roughly 1/4 cup. I'm going to just dump it in because Grand Marnier. So the thing is, orange liqueur and chocolate were basically born together. They're brothers from a different mother, but they're heavenly together. So we're gonna glug, 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 glug. That's about 1/4 cup. Glug, an extra glug. This is my problem with measuring alcohol. And then we're gonna whisk all that together. And then we're gonna pour all this over on top of our croissant. You're gonna have to let that sit for at least 10 minutes and occasionally stir it so that the croissant has all of a sudden, I'm with a French accent. I'm going with the French accent. Allow the croissant to marinate until après 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go into the oven. So now I'm going back to English. I'm sort of a half Juliet child, half lunatic today. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then we'll also add in the chocolate chips and the shaved almonds. That will go into a 375-degree oven for approximately 45 minutes to an hour, depending upon your oven. Essentially, we're just looking for this to set up so that it is a custard-like. A paring knife should come out fairly clean, and it'll sort of puff up a little bit and get brown on the top, and then it'll set back down again, which is the best part, because then it gets almost like a gooey custard. And ideally, you would serve this with whipped cream and or ice cream. I'm going to show you what this looks like in about 10 minutes once it's marinated. So we've let this sit for 10 minutes, and you can see it's gotten all like thick and oozy, and it's absorbed all that delicious custard. Now we're going to make it delectable by adding an entire bag of Ghirardelli dark chocolate.
Save me a teeny bit for my ice cream.
You've got some There's more left. Don't worry. This house always has chocolate. So all that's going in there. That's a 10-ounce stack, by the way. And then we're gonna do probably about a cup or so of these shaved, or you could do slivered almonds. Now, if you don't like almonds, leave them out. If you want a different nut, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Use a different nut.
But almond croissants are fabulous, and chocolate croissants are fabulous,
Yes.
and almond chocolate croissants are fabulous.
Think of if you've ever had a pain au chocolat in Paris, which is like a chocolate croissant. This is kind of like that, only not. It's the Americanized version of it, which, of course, as we know, is usually bigger. So we're going to stir this all together. I'm going to pop it in the oven, and I'll meet you back as soon as it's done. This has been in the oven for an hour, and if you don't think that that is the most beautiful thing on the planet, besides me, of course,
Right.
you know, then you lost your mind. Okay, let's give it a little test. Comes out mostly clean, except of course all the melted chocolate, which, because it's my party. And then I just want to kind of try and cut into it so you can see what the texture should look like. It is a pudding, so it still should be a little bit custardy. And then you've got all of that, the chocolate and everything mixed in with the croissant. And I am not going to take a bite of that because I know I will burn myself, but I promise you, you will love it. It is the bomb diggity bread pudding.